up?
Hey, hello. Hey, everybody, it's Kristen Dish. I'm Chris.
And I'm Des.
And today we're going to talk to you about Vice, the new Adam McKay movie starring Christian Bale, Amy Adams, Steve Carell, and Sam Rockwell. Des, what did you think?
Okay, so this movie is about Vice President Cheney and kind of his progression about how he got into power and how he stayed into power and all those things. I kind of knew going in how the movie was going to be bent, that it really wasn't pro-Cheney. That was not my impression. And the first thing that comes up is there's just words saying, you know, this is our best rendition about what we found about Dick Cheney, and we just did the best we could. And so that forthrightness, and there's a couple other places in the movie where they just kind of wink at the camera and they're like, this was a big theatrical moment and they should have been like, it could have been a Shakespeare thing, and so then they start talking in Shakespeare. That whole aspect and feel of the movie felt like helped me to like it more, because it wasn't like a serious documentary about him. It was these people's impression of what happened and how he got into power, and maybe this conversation happened like this, and it just felt a little more forthright about the bend that they had on the movie.
That's interesting you say that, because I read that. See, this is the good thing about movies. People can interpret them so differently. I read that and thought like, oh, maybe they really did their best to actually go and search this out. So then it's obviously everything's biased, but this is extremely biased on one side, obviously, that Cheney's this horrible mastermind of
That's the point
evil.
they're trying to make. Yeah.
And so I was like, they did not do their best job. Like this, if you're trying to argue to me that you really did a good job of researching this stuff, like this is what you guys think about Dick Cheney and George W. Bush. You don't like him. You don't have to like him. That's fine. Not like him. But don't say that you tried your best to figure it out. Like, you wrote this automatically already thinking of it. Yeah. So I read that and thought, oh, they're really going to try. Oh, no. And then they didn't. And that's why I was upset.
I didn't take it that way. I took it as, because they use an expletive in it that made me think, oh, they're not trying anything. This is totally, well, at least they're telling me in advance that this is their bend on it. And so I took the whole movie that way. And I thought it was really well acted. Yeah, I thought it was really well shot. I really thought Christian Bale was he was Dick Cheney, and especially Amy Adams. I thought she was really good too. So all of that, it was a political movie, and anything political is going to be extreme in this day and age. in 2019 now, everything is very polarized, and this is no exception. This is not centrist. It is not fair and balanced. It is completely Cheney's the bad guy. So I don't know if I would recommend seeing it unless you're really into all these politics and all this stuff, or if you're really into the Oscars and you want to see a good performance. What did you think?
I was telling Des, I think I'm learning about myself. It's like, oh shoot, I forgot his name now. Give me a second. But I'm not a big Adam McKay person, and I'm sorry. I know, if you're smart, you're supposed to like Adam McKay, but that's what I don't like about him.
The Big Short. I didn't like The Big Short.
The Big Short.
The Big Short.
It's the same thing. It's that he is a lot like Darren Aronofsky, in that when they're directing, the whole time, they're trying to show you, look how smart we are, look how smart we are, look how smart. I'm like, all right, I get it. You're an intelligent person, right? But it sometimes comes off as exactly what people feel about Hollywood already. You guys think you're smarter than everybody, that you're better than everybody, and that's how this movie comes off. Well, if you're stupid enough to like George W. Bush, then you're stupid enough to like Dick Cheney, which there are some stupid people who like Dick Cheney, and there are some smart people who like Dick Cheney, and there's some stupid people who like George W. Bush, and there's some smart people who like George W. Bush.
Same thing says for Trump.
And for Trump, or for Obama, or for any Bill, or any president.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I think that was my thing. Is that I get it. They're not trying to make a balanced movie. I know what Adam McKay thinks politically already, so that wasn't a concern of mine. It just, I don't know. It felt the whole time like they were trying to always show me how smart you are if you agree 100% with them. Yeah. Which I don't necessarily know if that's always the truth, right? So I think that was the thing that Adam McKay, even in The Big Short, I felt that way too. Like, all right, I get it. You guys are smart. Okay. And he loves those same group of actors. Let me tell you, I really like Steve Carell.
Oh, right.
In it as well too, and I liked
really good.
I like Sam Rockwell's version of George W. Bush because I always think
was good.
He's exactly right. And I think Christian Bale changed himself so much physically, but I think maybe there's a little bit in. I don't know, like, no one knows a lot about Dick Cheney because she's so secretive. So it's hard for me to be like, you nailed it. That's how he is. I'm like, I don't know. Is that how he is? I don't really know. Maybe it is or maybe it isn't. But he did a good job. And I like Amy Adams. Thought was really good too. So it's an intelligent script. The problem for me was that it constantly is reminding you how intelligent it is. And so that's just what I felt. It was okay for me. I would not see it again. I don't need to see it again. That's for sure. And so... if you like Adam McKay, you will like this movie because it is Adam McKay.
It is entertaining, I have to say. It was an enjoyable experience. I had a good time in that movie. I really did.
I wouldn't say I had a good time.
I did. I had a great time. I locked all the jokes. I thought there'd been on. It was just fun. It was just fun. I didn't take it seriously. I did not take it seriously. So I had a good time.
I just can't enjoy movies where they're trying to show me how smart they are all the time. I don't know what it is about it. It's something about it. I'm like, I just don't like that. I don't know. That was my problem with The Big Short too. But if you like that type of movie, you will like it. If you want to see good acting, go see it because they're good acting. They're all really good.
Acting.
So yeah, that's all. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.